Hi friends, I'm Suresh, Nair, cricket analyst for goworldwide.co.in. With me, I have our founder and CEO, Varad Vaichal, and cricket analyst Anup Konnur. Welcome, friends.
Hey, how are you?
Let's talk about the Australia Pakistan recently concluded match. Again, Australia uh, emerged as a winner from a situation wherein one felt that they were squeezed pretty hard by Pakistan. So they just seem to be dominating, ODI, T20 tests. It's just Australia all the way. Your views, Varad?
Yeah, actually, I think Pat Cummins' side is quite similar to Ricky Ponting's era. I mean, they've got multiple match winners. They don't panic. That's what important. A champion team becomes a champion only when the other guys. We saw like Mitchell Marsh. He scored with 17 for 4. Another 2 wickets or 1 wicket also, the game was over because the lower order, no doubt they had Stark Cummins, but the ball was seeming swinging was there. 50 all out could also have been there, but that's the beauty of Australian cricket. I don't know how they have the never to sit attitude. They can win from any position. See, other teams like Pakistan, West Indies, Sri Lanka, they can lose from any position. But Australia is only such team, and even now England has started to develop such sort of belief that they can win from any position.
Varad, my question to it some in a slightly different mode. It's like you just compared Australia's Pat Cummins with Ricky Ponting area, which is actually I say it is a huge thing to compare with just 1 year of success he has had in the Australian. And considering the test situation, I believe Australia were on the verge of losing this test match if Pakistan would have applied them little beautifully. So on an average, if we see in this test match particularly, Australia had not played to 100% of their potential, yet they managed out to be winners in their home backyard. So what's your take on this? So comparing with Ricky Ponting is not too much at this early stage for Pat Cummins.
Yeah, actually, I'm comparing with Ricky Sierra because see, Cummins is 31 years old. He's not going to play like Ricky plays 37 years because in the ever-changing landscape of cricket, we have got so many matches, multiple formats, and IPL is another format, and T10 is also there. So he will play another 2 to 3 years, and also his statements are there. I'm looking for a deputy who will take my place. So Cummins, because workload is too much for him. And now T20 World Cup, he's also to lead the side. And coming back to Ricky Ponting's era question, see, Pat Cummins, he won a WTC final against India in England. The conditions were quite similar. India was in a good position in that final. And in also ODI World Cup, T20 World Cup. See, he is a leader. We should not forget that he had a very bad verbal spat with former head coach Justin Langer. He literally threw Justin Langer and said that I am the head coach. I am everything now because no one talks about Andrew McDonald, who is a head coach. Everyone is talking about Pat Cummins, and Pat Cummins only. Which cricketer had so many cuts? There was so much controversy. You all know, sir, Suresh sir, Anup sir, that 2021 they won the T20 World Cup, they retained the Ashes, but Cummins he stood tall behind his guys and he said, "I am going to represent my squad." And coming back to another your question, it was a very dangerous situation. And actually, I'm saying Usman Khwaja is 36 years, 37. Warner is there, they are not at their best at the moment. No doubt, they have scored many tons of runs, no question about that. But now Australia needs to find new creators because Warner is leaving and Khwaja also needs to leave. To be honest, if you he needs to take a decision and say I am leaving after the West Indies Test series because it won't be a good sign because his also form is also not good. His eye and hand concentration is also not good. But in all this chaos, no, Australia showed that they can win from any position. That Pat Cummins spells, the field placements, that is the beauty of Australian cricket. That's what I like about Australia. I'm a diehard Australian fan. No offense to all the ICT. I'm an Indian citizen only. Don't worry about that. So, guys, so Anup, I'm just saying that they find ways to win the match. That's the beauty of Pat Cummins, David Warner, Steve Smith. They're still a part of leadership group indirectly. Yeah.
Yes, speaking about Pat Cummins, I would like to continue on what you said. Completely agreeing on your views on you being an Australian fan, but as a Indian or a subcontinent person, I would like to means just answer, expect an answer from you on Pat Cummins that the same Pat Cummins a year ago lost a test series against the young Indian side in Australia. Pat Cummins bowled his heart out versus the likes of Cheteshwar Pujara as well as Rishabh Pant. And yet he was not able to able to compare his heroics what he did in 2023. So do you think what changed in 1 year with Pat Cummins as a player uh, when he became a captain?
That series was India played out of the skin. We have to admit the fact. I mean, Virat was not there. He went back for the birth of his child. Around the only many uncapped places. The Navdeep Saini was there. Tina Trajan. I mean, we also didn't hear the names that they will play a test cricket. We also know only about T20. And see, Pat Cummins is someone like he is a very calculative mind. He bowls to a plan, just like Josh Hazelwood does. Pat Cummins is often compared to Brett Lee. He has got the express pace and all that stuff. In a span of in 2020-21, that series was there. There was a lot of what I would like to say about what happened. That our team Payne's leadership, or there was some rift between the players. I mean, the players were not happy with Team Payne and Justin Langer also, and due to which they lost the Test series. After being 1-0, they lost the Test series by 2-1, and that too by third string team. So it stated that there's something problem in administration, management, coaching staff. So the entire cricket Australia, the Josh Bailey was appointed as the chief selector. Josh Bailey was sitting in the changing room having conversations. See, that is what changed. Josh Bailey is everyone's buddy. He is everyone's friend. We saw in the World Cup also. He was shaking hands. He was in the dugout chatting. That is what changed. And Josh Bailey and Pat Cummins have played great together also. Steve Smith, Pat Cummins, David Warner, each and every cricketer, domestic and national level also. That is what I think changed. Josh Bailey is the main what to call. No offense, I'm using a very big word. He's a mastermind to be honest. We had all this success. No, Josh Bailey's statements. If you have, he said that Travis Head will be a part of ODI World Cup even when his fractured hand was there. Which selector, which association, which administration would have taken that call? Yes, they would have sent back to him, come on, take rest. We have won in the world of tournaments. So, in my opinion, Josh Bailey is the one who is running the show, actually, to be honest. And Pat Cummins is no doubt he has got the talent, he has got the skill set and everything.
Uh, Varad, isn't there too much hype? I mean, it's just isn't. I mean, okay, well, nobody's taking away their achievements, but isn't it just too much hype? I
Uh,
mean, I think more than the fact that more than the fact that it's about Pat Cummins or George Bailey. I think it is more to do with the fact that the he has a great set of players. Not one person. It's not about one person standing out with any leadership capabilities. It is just about having a set of players who do well together, and who are winners in their who are match winners in at their own end. So I I
yeah,
feel, I mean,
yeah,
too much noise about Pat
yes.
Cummins. There's just too much noise. I mean, the noise obviously cascaded down to the IPL with 20 crores. And people talking about Hyderabad, him being the next captain for Hyderabad and etc. But I mean, is it worth it?
Yeah, actually, I would like to go. I will take you back again. Some in 2018, that sandpaper ball that happened, that entire world cricket, Australia, it was shook. But Steve Smith couldn't handle the players. Steve Smith had got Sean Marsh was there, Mitchell Marsh was there. There were they again. They motivated, they encouraged. I'm not getting into the details. Cameron Bancroft. Still, that issue is not sorted. It's still controversial. Caliber of Steve Smith brain, he couldn't manage the players. So then Tim Payne came in. He also had some sort of success, topsy turvy. And then Pat Cummins, just as I said just before, that Pat Cummins threw away Justin Langer. and said that I will. So that is very big thing, and he has won a lots and lots of things, and he can contribute to. He might not be long term captain. He has stayed many times, but the hype is necessary. See, as an Australian, he's the only second fast bowler who is the captain. In 1957 or 1959, there was an Australian fast bowler who led for the Australia. So he won the Ashes. He not one or two all retained the Ashes. It was a very big thing. So the hype is necessary. The importance of bowlers is necessary in Test cricket also, because I remember Jasprit Bumrah was named the captain for India versus England, that fifth Test match, that rescheduled Test match in 2022, and everyone was saying why to give Bumrah. Bowlers also have brains. We have to state that. No doubt, Wasim Akram was there, Wakar Yunis was there, a lot of, but they couldn't make decisions on the field. Their job was to only bowl. Even Makha Anthony, Sean Pollock, even Dale Steyn, and all these fast bowlers, even Shane Bond and everyone, even Team Saudi sometimes leads the national team for the white ball, but they aren't getting the recognition. Pat Cummins is setting an example. That's why the hype is necessary. And Pat Cummins, he's someone, he doesn't shout at the bowler. It is very important. It shows that how you lead. Like Kane Williamson, Owen Morgan, ex-captain, Aaron Finch, and many other, and no doubt MS Dhoni, our legendary iconic captain. So that's why I say hype is necessary.
Varad, you raised the point that Steve Smith was unable to handle players like Michelle Marsh and Sean Marsh. But in accordance to my knowledge, Sean Marsh and Michelle Marsh, they were vulnerable to injuries on their own. That's nothing to do with Captain Steve Smith not handling them well.
No, no, you didn't get it right, Anup. I am saying handling in the sense, Steve Smith was making statements in the press conference that the likes of middle order batsmen, he also took name of a couple of batters, like they need to up the ante, they need to score the runs. See, these things had to be said in the personal. You should not pinpoint. We all saw what is happening at the moment. Mitchell Johnson and David Warner, they are just literally fighting like kids. So it's a loss of Australian cricket. Their image is getting tarnishing. And coming back to Steve Smith, the Steve Smith's track record was getting affected. His captaincy burden was also getting. What is he wasn't able to score that in? I'm saying only about India, Australia versus South Africa, that Test series. Before that, he was scoring runs. He scored around 600 odd runs in Ashes. He was at the pinnacle. He was in Australian conditions, the boss. But slowly his form was getting affected. So that's why. But in case of Pat Cummins, ever since he has taken the leadership, he is taking 5 to 6 wickets in both the innings. Two to 3 wickets, that is ample. And taking a 5 wicket hit, he took a 10 wicket haul, right, against Pakistan. What do you want? And his attitude is very simple. Actually, I said that George Bill is the mastermind, but actually, Pat Cummins knows how to, what to call, he's like a king, to be honest. He knows which batter, how to use the batters, how to motivate, how to encourage. Actually, we are talking a lot about Pat Cummins. Yeah.
Well,
But
I think when we talk in the reference to um Pat Cummins' stature, so to say, in cricket, we also look at the Australian dominance of cricket. So, usually you can't say that these are coincidences. No doubt. I mean, you don't win the WTC Test Championship. You don't win the World Cup, and this is, I think, the fourth occasion that they have won. You don't win the T20. They're ruling all the formats. So what do you think? How does this happen? I mean, if we had to, if you were to give me a 2-minute answer, what is the secret of Australia's dominance?
Yeah, actually, in Amazon Prime, the video, they had a documentary. In the first season, they showed that they give pretty what you call very deep analysis, like Hawkeye is there, Manhattan is there, like how to pitch the balls. They talked to Joshi Langer was there, even the bowling coach and everything, and Andrew McDonald was the assistant coach at that time. They used to do very deep study. They used to have 3 to 5 hours of sessions, like how to get rid of a batter, and they had a statistician, they had a mathematician, of what are the weak zones, what are the main issues a batter, a bowler, everyone faces. I mean, so much studies out of the mind. I mean, I had seen that series twice. I wanted to see how the Aussies brain works. See, Australia now won the ODI series also. Woman, I'm taking India woman, so Australia woman. They won the ODI series by 2-0. But they are made of another what you call soil only, to be honest. They plan so much. Say they don't panic. They say we are together. They have the bond, the camaraderie, everything, and they listen to the coaches. They and if you guys observe now, Australia never appoints a foreign coach. They did that mistake in 2011 when they appointed Mickey Arthur. Into he created a mess. He destroyed the team bonding. But then Darren Lemon came, and then Justin Langer came, and now Andrew McDonald. The entire staff is Australian only. The Australians are so much passionate that they will do everything and anything to win the tournament, any championships. So that is what it is happening. They have the bond. See, they also have their issues. It's not like that Australia is very clean and all that. We saw what is happening with Steve Smith, what happened with Warner and everything. But they say water issues we have, we will sort it. But on the field, we will win it and we will play out of our skin and play exceptional cricket and bamboozle the opposition team. That is what they did Australia. See, winning six ICC World Cups is never easy. You can't even imagine the likes of South Africa, New Zealand. They haven't won one. They just dream about it. Even other teams also. Pakistan won in '92, Sri Lanka won in '96, and so you have to struggle a lot. You have to planning. Planning is important. 4 years planning is done every day. The backroom staff, it is very powerful of Cricket Australia. Tan-
So, to conclude, just one last question with 2024 in sight, and Australia set to play as many as 12 test matches with an important border Gavaskar Trophy coming up with 5 test matches versus India, and also the T20 World Cup in West Indies next year. How would you see this Australian team to cope up with the pressure of ever-growing cricket in all the format?
Actually, this is a test of the character because a lot of hypees will be there. And coming back to that five test match series against India, it's going to be blockbuster. It's going to be thriller because our beloved Rishabh Pant will be present by that time. He will take down Netherlands and every player. It is going to be very tough, but they have a knack of finding the way because even in the final of World Cup 2023, who would have thought that winning the toss and opting to ball, taking that risk? Because another 30, 40 odd runs, if the target would have been 270, 280, no, India would have won that match. But Cummins was like, I'm taking that risk. I have that faith in my team. So that will be the test of. That's why we can say it's this next 2 years, 2024 and 2025 till June, July, when the final is WTC final, we can say whether Pat Cummins is really the Ricky Ponting, because Ricky Ponting had won almost all trophies except T20 World Cup because it was started 2007 only. So it is going to be very tough, but I see a fight. See, fight is important. The Australia, they have got 4 to 5 all-rounders. They have got Glenn Maxwell in the white ball format, Mitchell Marsh, Cameron Green, Marcus Stoinis, even four all-rounders are there. So what to say? And also you have got Warner is also going to play 2024 T20 World Cup. So I am not commenting anything, but I sense Australia will make it to the knockout stages and they will find. And most importantly, you guys all remember Scott Boland, that fast bowler.
Yep.
He was a surprise
Yes.
package. He played what you call, he was the X factor in that WTC 2021-23 final. He took key wickets of our star batters. He got rid of Virat Kohli and all that big names. That is what. And now Lance Morris is getting ready. Lance Morris, he's considered to be the Sean Tate fast bowler. He's got express speed. See, the players are getting so much. I'm repeating it again. It's about the planning. India doesn't do the planning, nor do the other nations. Even if they do not, it isn't productive. Australia, they have got talent scouts. Even the such like the franchises have They are so much dedicated, and even in the ever-changing landscape of cricket, just now Anup sir just shared with us that South Africa have named what we call, it's not even a C squad, it's a D string team to New Zealand Test series. They have given importance to SC20 league, and that says that slowly, and we are almost on the verge of that the test cricket will be died, not died. The likes of India, Australia, England will be. And coming back to I just want to say that Australians, that Manas Levishan is there. They say play for the nation first. Even Cameron Green, he got 17 crores, like 16 to 17 crores. But they say we will give you extra money. England is also doing that same, and India, they don't allow only. So these three nations will somehow keep their test rate alive. And coming back to I would like to conclude my Australia. They won 2021 T20 World Cup against all odds. 2024 will be a very different task because the pitches will be very bowling friendly. The fast bowlers, spinners will be action. This Hampa, the likes of Maxwell will be in action. But before that, they're going to play a 3 month grueling IPL. So the management, it will be interesting that how Cricket Australia manages the players. It is very complicated. So because they can't afford to have bad relations with the richest board, BCCI. So it's going to be very what you call. We are going to witness a very crucial, grueling 6 months. So if I want to make a statement now, I see Australia at least making it to the finals of both the tournaments, 2024 and 2025. At least semi-final, they will definitely make it because they have the what you call they have their brains to win the big moments, key moments. Yeah.
Well, thank you, friends. That concludes our meet, and we will be back soon again with some exciting cricket content.
Thank
Happy
you
New
very
Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you.
Right.